Today we are venturing inside one of Wales's oldest department stores, now sitting derelict.
This is exactly what I like to see when we come in these buildings. Look at these details.
In today's Urbandoned video, we are exploring Cardiff's abandoned Howells, later becoming House of Fraser before its closure in 2023. Prior to redevelopment, we entered the historic structure to witness its fascinating architecture for the final time. Ready for another explore? What's going on here?
Can't go anywhere with a little bit of early hydration. I'm currently trying the lemon flavour, it's one of my favourites.
You have it as well, Thea?
Yeah, I've got the iced tea, and they come in these little boxes, small little pouch, you can carry them, nice and convenient. This is apple green tea. I've never had the iced tea, to be honest.
It's really good, I actually really like the iced tea.
The iced tea's got loads of vitamin C in it, it's got antioxidants and all sorts of goodness. I genuinely drink this, and have been for like a month and a bit now, every single day before work. Apart from this one, brand new.
Oh, that is actually wonderful.
Cheers.
Where can people get it?
If you head to the link in our description and use either Urban5 for £5 off your first order, or Urban for 10% off. Thank you to Howell for sponsoring the video.
During our documentation of Britain's retail demise, in 2024 we found ourselves in Cardiff to look at a former House of Fraser. In 1865, James Howell would open a small drapery shop in the city, and by 1867 the store moved to St Mary Street, where it would develop, becoming famous across the country. The complex was widely considered as Wales's oldest department store. Throughout the 20th century, Howells would expand and take over neighbouring structures. Ownership passed over to James's children upon his death in 1909. Inside an abandoned House of Fraser.
In Cardiff, see the big cameras are still here. And quite a bit of the storefront. We're starting this time on the ground floor, although we usually start at the top floor. Sort of a fair few sensors on the way in though, so I'm going to speedily walk around, at least for now, and hope that no one comes, at least for a little bit, so we can see the highlights. They're doing some form of major restoration, so you would anticipate they don't want anyone getting in. So we'll see. And these windows are tinted, by the way, which is why I'm not bothered about all the people just walking around. Looks like one of the main entrances. I actually surprised coming in here. I thought it was going to be more construction-y. Still lots of nice features that were original. House of Fraser and Howells. See, the construction lights are up. It's very, very grand. I imagine it's going to get even better as we go further up as well. It's a different store, I think. The floor's nice, quite retro. It's a bit weird with the automatic construction lights coming on as I walk around. See, it opens up and they've done more stripping work in this bit. There is no stock cupboards or anything down here. And that alarm's slowly fading. Wow. Holy shit, this is cool. Really nice woodwork. I've got no idea what's going on with the light, but it adds quite an eerie effect. First sign of a really old detail that's survived. The ceiling in here is amazing. Top of the pillars are gold. And the coves are lovely and grand. See, it was covered with a drop-down ceiling there for a long time. And the construction's revealing what lies underneath. Alright, we're heading upstairs now. In the amazing church that I believe was historically revealed. Look at these details. This is exactly what I like to see when we come in these buildings. You can tell it has been repurposed many years ago to have a department store effect. It would have been so nice in here to come do your shopping. The features are so ornate and the lighting's lovely.
We had entered the former Bethany Baptist Chapel, dating back to the early 1800s. The religious building had been absorbed into the Howells department store during expansion in the 1960s. At the time of our visit in 2024, the church had been revealed for the first time during redevelopment, its Georgian facade visible again after being swallowed by the success of Howells.
There's an old banister. Holy shit, yeah. Yeah. It's those pillars. It kind of looks like an auction hall. Maybe that's what it was back in the day. Following this room round, it looks like these little rooms. Look at the collapse there. It's not often you see that in this era of building. But yeah, these sort of rooms look like those little offices that we usually find with nice features. I like the old windows, but nothing much yet. They're all empty. I'm hoping for that wooden panelling we usually find. The shadow of the banister on the wall because of the construction lights. It's just such fascinating buildings to walk around because you never know what you're going to get. There's so many little nooks and crannies. This one is decaying quite a lot. Coming into another large department store floor. That leads to the church there. And here are the escalators from the floor beneath that we saw from the entrance. The floor is so reflective. There's a store guide there that might be interesting to look at and see if we can highlight any areas we want to go to. perfect day for it as well. Nice sunny day in Cardiff. Lovely blue skies. There's old signs. I imagine there would have been shelves there. These have been changing rooms. But the cubicles have been stripped. It opens up into quite a big space up here.
In 1972, Howells became part of House of Fraser, the Grade 2 listed structure rebranding completely in 2010, ending the famous trading name.
Like the wooden staircase there, it's very 60s. Always lovely natural light in a department store. Up the big grand wooden staircase to the areas of these places that I usually tend to find most interesting. It's usually where the old offices were, and sometimes they've been left for years unchanged. Let's see what this one has to offer. Instantly it does look quite modernised. But it's the little rooms leading off from these big halls that I want. CCTV cameras here are massive. This is the restaurant. I'll take the ramp up. Doesn't look like there's much furniture left, but you can see where it would have been. The benches are still here. It's quite decaying as well. You can tell that the building was on its last legs. The restoration was very, very overdue. We've got the kids' corner here, where I imagine there would have been a few things to keep them occupied. But yeah, mostly stripped for this restaurant. It's very stripped up here. Lifeless, in fact. Let's see what's through these doors. Not much. Just a very, very long room with lovely shadows being created through the windows. Found a staff-only staircase. It's just staff rooms. It's a bit freaky being up here with the hum of electricity. You can see there's quite a bit in some of these rooms. Hopefully I can get into them still. It's like a maze up here. Oh, this looks good. This looks nice and dated. Chandelier's still up. Boardroom. Check this out. It's been relatively modernised, but it's still old. This is exactly what I was hoping for. There's old photos of it when it was House of Fraser. Sure when this was. Oh, I am, there you go, 2011. I wonder when this was last used. It doesn't seem too decayed, so maybe they just left this stuff up.
As online shopping began to dominate, fewer customers visited large department stores like Howells. By the 2020s, the colossal, outdated property's operation costs were increasing, and House of Fraser was already struggling nationally. Sadly, in 2023, the store would permanently close after 150 years of trading at the site.
This is so cool. All of these rooms are like this. Old fireplaces and chandeliers. I wish it was as decaying as Manchester Debenhams, but still. Sometimes they're just stripped out, so it's good that these ones are being saved. Lord Mayor's Civic Award, 1987. The Borough Arms and Howells department store. Very cool. Even that banister's dated as well. I'm unsure of the age. Look at this carpet. It's going to be another boardroom. So nice. Approved training organisation. Looks quite old in here. Relatively. Just regular offices now.
Prior to closure, the site was sold to a developer to replenish the outdated department store, but preserve its historic elements, including its hidden chapel. Recent images show the building as an empty shell, work ongoing to bring the beloved premises back to the people of Cardiff. Here are some of our photographs captured at the abandoned department store. If you like the look of them, check out our Instagram page in the description, where we share images from our explores months before they are seen on YouTube. Thanks for watching. We hope you liked another Unseen Department Store episode. More to come soon. See you next time.